Alright everybody, Young Thug recently dropped the album a little bit over a week ago, and there were definitely some super fire songs off the album. My personal favorite song was Cars Bring Me Out with Future. I think the song has this super cool trap bounce while still having that guitar melody over it. So it just got me very inspired to create something similar, and since we haven't actually done a Young Thug tutorial on the channel, I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to show you guys how to create those guitar trap beats for somebody like Young Thug. So we are not gonna waste any more time, let's just jump straight in. Alright, so we are now here in FL Studio 21 as you guys can see, and the first thing we want to do is actually go over to the BPM, and we actually want to lower it to 100 BPM. I did actually check both the key and the BPM for the song, so we are going to work in the same exact BPM and key as the original song. So as I said, it's going to be 100 BPM for the project, and then we are also going to work in A sharp minor. Now obviously if you guys have heard the song, we want to start off with a guitar, so I'm going to use this Nylon Scar guitar clean preset over here in Omnisphere. I believe this might have actually become my favorite guitar VST. It has such a good and realistic sound to it. So now that we have opened up the piano roll and chosen the guitar sound, we want to start laying down our guitar pattern so we can create a similar vibe to the song. So we're just going to start off with this chord right here. Now we are actually going to copy that over yet again, and then for the last two bars over here we're just going to copy both, but we're going to lower this F sharp down to this F instead. Obviously the pattern in the song sounds very realistic, so we want to do the same with our own pattern. That means that we're going to highlight everything and hit Alt and S on our keyboard to strum every single note, and we are also going to hit Alt and R to randomize the velocity a little bit, so it's, as I said, more realistic. But to be fair, this right here is just kind of a basic chord progression. The most catchy part of the guitar pattern in the song is actually the top line, so we kind of want to go a little bit up in these higher octaves and add some filler notes on top. Alright, so one thing you want to do when you are actually creating this top line is that you actually want to layer some of the notes on top of each other, just like these two over here, but then you want to zoom in on the top one, hold Alt on your keyboard and move it slightly off to the side. Again, it's just going to give us a little bit more of that authentic feel to the guitar sample. And then one more cool thing with this exact guitar VST is that if you actually cut some of the notes a little bit short, it's going to give us that realistic sound of you actually pulling your finger off the guitar string. So now we have this for the first part. So now we kind of just want to build off of this first part on the last three bars as well, and kind of do a similar pattern to it also. Yeah, that's fire. So again, you can kind of see I'm cutting some of the notes short again to give us that realistic pull-off type of sound. That is one of the main reasons why I love this guitar VST. Yeah, just copy that over. It's almost the exact same as the original. Alright, that is pretty much it for the guitar pattern. Now let us just quickly add some effects to the guitar to get a more authentic and real sound. Alright, so for the effects, I actually started off with a halftime. I feel like the original sample also has a halftime in it, so I just added this one, but I put the mix to about 40%. Then as you guys know, I love using CLA guitars, so I'm just using this acoustic shrunken preset as usual. Then we also have a little bit of roam just to give us that reverb and ambience in the background. Finishing it off with an RC20 just using the Vinyl 3 preset, and this EQ just to cut out some of that low end from the halftime we added earlier. So now we have the guitar with the effects on. Now I obviously feel like this sounds a little bit too much like the original song. I definitely want to switch it up a bit, so let's try to add some more elements to the sample. So I'm gonna open up my Imperial one-shot kit and add some one-shots to this. So let's just drag in this Lord Bell over here. So what I'm actually going to do for this one shot is just copy the same exact pattern from the guitar over to the one shot like this. But then I think I'm actually going to delete this top line we have just so it's not too much at one time. Then as you guys should probably know, when it comes to one shots, you definitely want to mess around with a lot of different effects. Alright, so what I did with the one shot was that I actually switched out the main sound to this Christmas bell instead. And then I just made sure to add a lot of effects that really change up the whole sound. So to start off with, we obviously have this halftime right here. The cool thing I did with this one was that I just went to half a bar over here. And then I also turned the effects all the way to the left. Then I am also adding a crystallizer, which again is going to change up the whole sound. It's almost going to give us this reverse delay in the background. Then I also have this portal preset right here, which again switches up the whole sound of the one shot. Let's go in and add a bass as well. That's fire right there. let's go in and pitch the sample down a little bit before we add a counter melody. This is crazy right now. Yeah, I'm messing with this for sure. Then I think I'm just gonna add a vocal as the counter melody, and that should pretty much be it for the sample. Alright, so I did add a couple of vocal chops. Second one right here. So we have this as well. A little bit low key in the background. Alright, so now that we have the sample finished, let's go and add some drums. As for all the drum sounds I'm using, they are of course coming from my Euphoria bundle kit. So if you guys like the drum sounds you hear, you can obviously go check them out. They are on my website, it is BBMarko.com, or you guys can just click the first link down below. Alright, so let's start off with the clap. Nice and simple. Starting a subtle one right here as well. Let's go in with the hi-hats next. Just gonna drag in a MIDI from the Euphoria pack as well. I'm not gonna lie, this is the first one I picked, but it kinda has that Young Thug bounce. It's a bit simple, but it still works. Yeah, we're starting to get a cool bounce for the first part right here. Let's start adding that kick in the 808. So since we already have a bass playing, I'm actually going to start off with the kick, and then we can just layer the 808 on top of the kick. That's hard. As for the 808 sound, you obviously want to choose one that is a little bit short but super hard hitting. Yeah, so this right here is perfect. And if you guys remember, we pretty much had our whole root note at A sharp, but since we pitched down the sample by 3 semitones, you also have to pitch down the root note by 3 times. So we're just layering the 808 with the kick. Stir it up a bit as well. Yeah, that's hard. Oof. This goes crazy for sure. Alright, so here we have the full beat. So we start off with the intro right here, pretty much all the elements playing. Then when the hook drops, it lowers down a bit. Down the guitar 1 octave, and we pitch it back up for the second part. We also bring back the vocals. Yeah, that's hard. Go down to the verse again, slow it down a bit. Let's slow the whole thing down a bit, but then it brings back up once we add the second guitar in.